Alright, let's go do some barrows. I got an elite scroll here. And no space for any of that shit. Hold on. I didn't realize they could even drop from this. Only after I got several from Seracnus. So we'll do this real quick. So, this guy requires a Dragonstone Amulet, which I don't have, obviously. That's 80 crafting. Now I'm wondering if now is the time to try to knock that out. It would be a lot of work. It would be super annoying. But I don't have an amulet for that right now. Let me go bank stand, fast forward, and think about it for a bit. Ah, fuck it, I'm gonna go for it. It's such a nice amulet. Be good for basically everything. So I actually only am gonna go to 75 crafting and then try to spicy stew boost into it. So I'm gonna start working on that now. I'm gonna chisel all these gems. See about turning a lot of these into bracelets that I can alch later. We'll see if we end up doing the alching at the same time. It's kind of nice. It's my first time doing anything significantly non-combat related since the Questscape. Pretty chill. Crafting 71, 4 to go. I might transition to, what do you call it? Molten glass, but I'm going to finish doing these gold bracelets first. Okay, I have converted all of my gold bars into bracelets and gotten 112,000 XP, including the ones from the gem bracelets. I'll have to alch those later, but I don't have time right now. I'm going to take a shower real quick, so I'm going to pop in the Nightmare Zone. This will be a short Nightmare Zone run, but because it doesn't cost as much gold, it's not a huge cash waste. And try to get strength up there. And when we come back, I'm just going to probably continue working on crafting. Let me look at what to expect here. I'm going for 75. Molten glass. Plus, best glass thing I can make is like 47 something. Lantern lens. 4,417. Yikes. I have 2,000 sand banked, so that'll speed things up a little bit. It's gonna suck to do, but I will probably do it when we come back. Alright, I gotta bounce out of here. Stream starting soon. Good amount of strength XP though, 115k. Money for nothing. Probably have to keep doing this inefficiently, e.g. without the Darok set for a while. When we come back, I'll probably work on crafting, because I really want to be able to do that elite clue scroll. Okay, see ya. Hey, okay, I got a little bit of work to do tonight, so we're going to pop back in and see if we can knock out 86 strength. And in the meantime, I'll come back and we'll do crafting. So it's all going to suck. I do want to do barrows as much as possible, but I don't want to do barrows so long as I have this elite clue. still technically accessible. I'm going to try customizable Rumble hard with the same monsters just to see if it's significantly different. My understanding is that the enemies hit a little bit harder and they have more health. The health might make a difference because reasons. The health might make a difference because then my max hit is better. Like I won't. The problem is that suppose that your max hit is 30 and the enemy only has 45 hit points. If you hit 2 30s in a row on the same enemy, then some XP gets wasted, right? Because you only do 30 and then 15. I guess that's still true even if the enemies have more health, right? If it has 60 XP and you hit a 30 and a 25 and then a 30, it's the same problem. But I think the math still works out that if enemies have more hit points, then on average you still end up getting more XP over time. Like it's still better to fight. It's still better to fight a boss than it is to fight a cow for XP. Right? Anyway, it's probably worth me looking into a little bit further exactly how that works. I guess since I'm doing hard and I'm going to be mostly AFK, I'm going to drink all my absorptions this time. I've been careful not to do that because of like crashing and server lag, but in this case I think it will be fine. Let's see how it plays out. I'm going to stay attentive to it for 5 or 10 minutes just to see if it's like significantly worse on hard than it was on normal. So my absorptions are definitely draining way faster, but I'm also getting quite a bit more Nightmare Zone points. We'll see. I might actually sit here and pay attention to it for more than just 10 minutes, because I might have to switch back to a normal pretty quickly here. Let's see, if I walk in and I use 1,000 absorptions, that's 20 doses, that's 20,000 points. So I need to get at least 20,000 points before I've paid back the absorptions I've already burned. So I think the XP is definitely better. Like, I've really been hovering more around like 67k, I'm getting more like 75k now. But the rate I'm burning through absorptions is way faster. Like, around this time I maybe would have spent 50 to 100, and I'm already down to 645, so I've already spent 350. So this is going to be a lot more difficult for me AFK. That's only in 5 minutes. The point accrual rate is definitely good enough. Like, the potions are going to pay for themselves, but I won't be able to stay away for quite as long. And I also won't be able to spend as long in a single session, so as far as the coin cost, it's quite a bit higher. This might make more sense later on when my defense is higher, and I'm getting hit less frequently. Or maybe if I came in here without the obsidian armor, but that kind of seems contrary to the whole point. I guess I could check. I think the obsidian armor, only one of the pieces gives a large bonus, so I could swap one of them out for a rune. Yeah, so the XP rate is actually significantly higher. It's like 10k an hour higher. I think it's going to cost way more gold, though, because I can't even stay in here for an hour, I don't think, before I have to leave to get more absorption pots. I guess I could rebalance the pots that I bring in. I've already paid for the absorptions I've used, and for the overloads I've used. It was 23,000 and I'm at 28,000. Okay, so I have a plan. I think if I bring the locator orb in here, and so I don't flick, because I don't want to be paying attention, right? The whole goal is to be AFK. But I think if I use the locator orb to drop my health down to down to 1, and then reuse it every single time I pot, I think that's a reasonable amount of attention. Because I will regen some health since I'm not going to be like flicking rapid heal. But then I won't be burning through the absorptions quite as fast, and it really doesn't add that much additional like burden to me for paying attention. I just, whenever I pot, I have to also spam the locator orb for a few seconds. So I'm going to let my current overloads and absorptions run out, and then we're going to pop out and go grab a locator orb, and we'll give that a try. See how that changes things. Whew, yeah, because I'm up to 80k XP an hour, so I kind of want to stay in here. Kind of want to stay on hard if I can make it work. And we got kicked out. Okay. But I definitely made a profit in terms of points, so the big problem is 16,000 gold down the drain, right? part we can't get back easily. So we're going to try the locator orb method, see how much that helps, and then I'm going to go do my work. If I'm going to do this, then I'm just going to do all of the melee monsters, you know. As long as they walk over to me and melee me, I may as well. Because I can't turn on Esselet without turning on Elven Trader, so that kind of gets me in trouble. But I think I can turn on these three. Untouchable, Everlasting, and Inadequacy. I think those are all melee monsters. Black Knight Titan is probably fine. Ice Troll King is probably fine. Moss Guardian is probably fine. As part of the issue is some of these have higher defenses than others, so maybe I want to turn some of them down. But let's keep it simple to start with. I guess I'll bring in Bouncer because he's not too bad. Other than that, we'll just keep it fairly simple. Okay, I'm back, and that's closer to 100 absorption in the space of 5 minutes, which is way more reasonable, so I think I will continue to do this. So I need to make sure I pop the overload potion quickly, though. Okay, stepping away to do some work. There's hit points 86 out of nowhere. 86 strength coming soon. Strength 86, and I can probably get out of here now. I'm going to let my overload and my absorptions run out. Hey, that went pretty well. 456,000 points. I guess I don't know how different it was from going in with a lot of difficult enemies, but at least I've kind of learned what to expect a bit there. Let me see how much actual... Oh shit. Dragon Skill does. That's 750 points wasted. Let's see how many points I have left over after I restock. Okay, quite a bit. So I should do that if I want points from now on, because it's not that different from normal training. Dragon Skill Dust goes in Lantidine Potions? Question mark. I guess I'll make one real quick. Just so, well, no, I've got big space right now. This is fine. Okay, I need to do crafting. I don't want to, but I really need to for the Elite Clue Scroll, and it would be really good to have an Amulet of Glory after almost 1,000 hours. I am going to go get Astral Runes, because I want to cast Super Glass Make, and I can do that without having to do any awkward boosting, so I should take advantage of it. I did some math, I think I need like 340 Astral Runes. Oh, I have 334. I'll just deplete those then. That's completely fine. Why did I... Oh, I collected those for a reason, didn't I? I remember doing Astral Rune farming. I don't remember why we did that. What the hell was I casting? Okay, now I need to find that out. Hold on 1 second. Humidify, tan leather, Urso, magic view. Oh, it was for making portals. Permanent portals in the playground house, that was what it was. But maybe I must have gotten these as a drop from somewhere, because I do not remember recovering that many of them. Maybe from like the Worm Slayer task or something, and I just don't remember. Anyway, the fact that I don't have to go do rune crafting fills me with the greatest kind of joy. So instead of doing rune crafting, I have to buy a fucking shitload of seaweed and soda ash, which is equally fun. I also need to buy some buckets of sand, because what I have from Bert is not enough, because I stopped being on top of that over the past few weeks. So let me go grab 100 buckets, because I can get them today, and then I'm going to warp over and we're going to do a bunch of run-ins. Should be a little bit easier because I have stamina potions this time. I think the last time I did soda ash, I did not. I'll see if I can put something to make it less miserable onto YouTube or something. What the fuck? My machine just shut down. That's new. Or, well, I'll be back in a second, I guess. Well, at least it didn't happen during something important. I guess I was trying to figure it out. I think my cat stepped on the power button. Or rather, I had a keyboard sitting on top of the stream tower and the power button's on the top of it, and he stepped on the keyboard and pushed down the power button. So thanks, Ben. Appreciate that, buddy. Back to buying 4,000. Oh my god, this is so slow. I started with 2,000 buckets of sand and I'm up to 2,500. And I feel like I've been doing this for hours. It felt more doable when it was working toward the quest cape, and now it just feels like suffering. It took a really, really long fucking time, but I now have 4,500 buckets of sand and 4,500 soda ash or seaweeds. So I can cast Super Blast Make. It's pretty late over here. I'm going to do a couple casts just to kind of get a feel for how much time it takes. It's probably going to take a really long time. We'll probably be doing it all morning tomorrow. Let's take a look, shall we? Alright, so it's 13 soda ash, 13 seaweed. I need to equip an air staff. I'm going to turn these screen markers off. I'm going to equip an air staff and withdraw a fire rune and a... Oh, and I have to go get the lunar spellbook. Shit. But wait. No, it's fine. I made a portal to it in my play-around house because I thought about that. Now, problem... I guess we can use the play-around house to get back there. Okay. So let's bring some tablets. Teleport to house. The runes for the actual casting, and that's all I need to go get the spellbook, isn't it? I don't need to seal a passage. Okay, Super Glass Make. We cast it. It works basically instantly. We deposit the glass. Repeat, right? I might actually have some glass left over. Okay, not a lot, but a little bit. It's just so much better. This is kind of heartwarming. I haven't really shared this with my stream community, and we'll see where I am once this gets published, like 2 years from now, or if this even ever gets published. But like, I've been struggling with imposter syndrome when it comes to streaming and recording video content. Like, kind of gotten to a point where I see a lot of criticism, and like I go to post stuff on Reddit and it gets downvoted, and I do stuff on Twitch and people say, "Why are you doing it this way? You should do it this way." And it just generally makes me feel bummed out and sad. But ever since I started doing this RuneScape playthrough, I've been getting people whispering me, like, saying, "Hey, I like your videos, man." And, you know, I've complained a bit about me perceiving the RuneScape community as being kind of toxic from the subreddit, but I don't know, it's helping. It's a really nice feeling, and it's one that I basically haven't gotten as a content creator. I get people come in and they'll subscribe, and they'll occasionally throw a YouTube comment saying, "Hey, I really like these videos, keep them up." But I'm basically at a point now where with my core audience that it's like weird to praise me, if that makes sense. This is a weird conversation to get into at midnight while making molten glass. I'm not saying that like I need praise. Would play the Office clip. Right? I'm saying I want praise, I need it. Anyway, my point is that it feels good, and it's very nice. Now that I'm done typing to this person, I can probably do this Super Glass Make spell a little bit faster. Very nice, though. And it's hard to describe, like, if you're a creator of any kind. If you do any sort of work where, like, you know, it's not that you can do it right or you can do it wrong. You know, it's subjective. Like, I used to work in testing, and testing was great because you either tested right or you tested wrong. Like, there was a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it, so you could derive satisfaction from your job by simply just doing your job. You know what I mean? And doing creative work is not something I'd recommend. I don't regret getting into it. It's you know, can't complain about being a house husband and playing video games for a living, but like it is hard to derive satisfaction from it because you don't have a boss that can give you a performance review and say you did your job for the year. And if you're like me, like I struggle with anxiety and depression, so like I'm my biggest critic. I'm always panicking about how I'm doing things wrong, how people didn't like the thing I said, and how I should be doing better. So even though it's like very shallow interactions of getting randos whispering me in RuneScape, I'm sure that a lot of like the big content creators, like, you know, Jimmy and Swampletics, and like probably just have to block them because there's too much spam. Like I'm at that right little area where these videos have like 40 or 50 views on YouTube right now. The video that this fellow is pinging me about has 70 views. Like, it's mostly just really nice people, and it's infrequent enough that it feels nice when it happens. I'm not jaded. You know what I mean? So, back to Super Glass Make. Looking at my stash of astral runes, and it's dwindling faster than I thought it was going to, and I'm panicking. I'm like, what did I screw up? My calculation, factor of 2 calculation. I did the math of saying, you know, it's going to be 4,500 total items divided by 13 per rune set. I did that calculation, but then I forgot that it's 2 runes. I forgot to multiply by 2, so I am going to have to go do some rune crafting. Not too much. I'll probably get up to 400 runes, so I have some left over after this is all done. This will be a good going to bed point, because I'm okay to click Super Glass Make over and over, but I'm definitely not okay to go runecraft. I'm going to have to wake up to do that. So we'll wake up in runecraft. Get plenty of astral runes to finish this up. I think just blowing all this class is going to take a really long time too. $72 crafting, and that's going to be it for me for tonight. Thanks. Be back in the morning to go get astral runes and finish this up. Hey folks, good morning. I gotta go get about 400 astral runes, so I'm trying to make that as painless as humanly possible. I knew I was reading something. I forgot the stupid seal of passage. Oh, it's let me use the bank. Huh. Maybe I can find that. I thought the bank would be off limits. Oh, I've got to empty my pouches, man. This is frustrating. I'm going to use NPC Contact to fix my bags really quick. Not actually sure if they're anywhere close to being busted, but I don't want to have to think about it too much. Where are my pouches? Still flabbergasting to me how bad the XP rates are for RuneCraft. Alright, back to Super Glass Make. Okay, might be able to just do it here. Let's see. Alright, all of Molten Glass is created. I need to double check the calculator real quick. Because the calculator doesn't include numbers for Super Glass Make. It assumes that you're making the glass manually. Also, at 73 crafting, I'm going to be able to make red d'hide something something vambraces. And I think I got a bunch of red dragon hide hides. Let's see, red. Yeah, I got like 117 red dragon hides from doing Seracnus, so I may as well get the XP out of those because I think they give a little bit more XP than Molten Glass does. I do have 6,007 Molten Glass banked. That's from like 4,500 to start, so almost exactly the bonus that's described on the wiki. Okay. Huh. Alright, yeah. 5,204 lantern lenses will get us to... That'll get us to 75 crafting. And then I gotta spicy stew my way to make these Dragonstone amulets. Big oof. Oh, I guess the reason I mentioned that at all is that I kind of want to just cast tan leather before I leave here. Yeah. Before I go to switch my spellbook. So I'm going to knock out tan leather before I do anything else. That's Fire Staff. I have that because of the hard fermentic diary. Woot woot. Fire Staff, Nature Runes, and Astral Runes. I think I have enough of both to do this. I guess I might have to go do some more Astral Rune crafting, but I don't think I have that many hides. We'll see. That tan leather spell is awesome. It's extremely fast, gives some magic XP, and I think for most of the dragon hides it's cheaper than actually tanning it manually. Alright, I'm gonna go switch my spellbooks back and then get out of here. Go do some glass blowing somewhere nice and private with a bank. Probably Prythinus. So I'm slightly tempted to knock out 76. This is going to be extremely slow, by the way. This is terrible. It's AFK enough for me to get some video editing done, so at least that's a good thing. This is all an extended distraction from Barrows, so I can do a stupid elite chest. Anyway, I'm going to look up what it's going to take to get to 76. The reason I have all those mushroom pies that give me +4 crafting, I won't have to fish for a spicy stew boost. And I can just make them whenever I want. I'm sure it's awful, though. Yeah, 74.96. I guess it's not that awful in the context of the 6,000 that I'm about to burn through. It's still not great. And I'd have to go back to the shop to buy more. And go get more Astral Runes and do the whole super glass make thing again. We'll see what my sanity's like once this is done. It's crafting 73. Take that opportunity to make those red D-hide vambraces once I finish this stuff. This inventory, that is. Alright, needle, thread, red, dragon leather. The XP from those vambraces was kind of not great. Could have been much better. The body's worth the most. Alright, back to the misery that is glass blowing. Wasn't that much of a reprieve. There's crafting 74. One more level to be able to boost, I should say. One level to boost with Spicy Stew. But I might go ahead and try to knock out 76 so that I don't have to rely on the Spicy Stew, because I hate it. Yeah. Double check really quick how many of those mushroom pies I got, because I feel like I got a bunch of them. No, 2's not a bunch, but that's 4 doses. That's more than enough to make all the glories I'll need for a long time, I think. I think once I make those glories, that opens up a couple hard clue steps that previously I had written off as not being possible. Okay, so this says that I need how many lantern lenses? 4367. I have 3071. So I get 65 XP, because if I'm using super glass to make, I only get 10 XP per molten glass. Let me figure out exactly how many I would need. So that's 55 times 3071 plus 1096,281. Okay. Means this was 71,257 divided by 65. I would need to get another 1,000, another 1,100 molten glass once this is all done, I think, in order to hit 76. So I will probably do that. It doesn't sound fun, but I don't want to have to depend on spicy stews. $75 crafting. We could spicy stew boost, but I'm going to keep pushing through and try to get 76. So I don't have to use spicy stews. That's 995 molten glass left, and I'll have to go buy another 1,000 or so to finish up. Slayer ring, I might want to look into making at some point, now that we finally have a crafting level to unlock that. I think it gives you teleports to different Slayer locations, and more teleports are always up my alley. Alright, so I burned through 6,000 molten glass, and now I'm going to calculate how many more I need. Get the level up here. I'm actually not going to use the calculator because it doesn't account for super glass make. 71,257. So yeah, I need about 1,100 more. It might be less or more than that. This is a complicated calculation because I get 1.3 times the number of glass when I do super glass make. So I could probably do less than that, but let's go work on that. I'm probably not going to finish in time. I gotta prep for stream here in about 30 minutes. I think it takes more than 30 minutes to buy all the shit, but we can at least get started on it. Okie dokie, my time is up. I need to buy another 600 buckets of sand, and then I should be able to super glass make all of them, and then glass blow all of them, and then we should be 76 crafting, and then I can make as many amulets of glory as I want. Finally, almost 1,000 hours into the playthrough. I'll be back after stream. Bye. Howdy, folks. I popped on to get more sand and get more astral runes and super glass make and start blowing glass, but I didn't have time to turn on my mic in the room, so it just all got fast forwarded. Wasn't anything new. I'm getting pretty close to 76 crafting. Yeah, 18,000 XP to go. So I'm going to go ahead and knock that out. I'm also insanely close to runecraft leveling. I intentionally didn't do extra runes just to knock it out because I couldn't turn on my mic. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get 76 and then make our amulets and then do that elite clue scroll and then maybe get back to barrows. I think that makes sense. So, as I'm doing this, I'm like, I wonder what else I can make with crafting. And the onyx necklace is a thing I can do at 82. So I'd have to take crafting up one more level to 77. This is something to be worth spicy stew boosting for because I only ever want to craft one of them. Whereas amulets of glory, I might want to make multiple in the future. So onyx necklace can be enchanted into a berserker necklace, which increases damage dealt with obsidian weaponry by 20%, which stacks with the obsidian weaponry boost. There's crafting 76. I'm going to finish off these molten glass here. Stacks with the obsidian weapon boost from the obsidian armor kit, which I'm not really using the full set of. I use the helmet because the helm of Nate is not as better. But I ran it all through a max hit calculator, and my max hit would go up by 4 if I can get that necklace. So that would significantly improve my performance in Nightmare Zone, which is kind of what I'm looking to do. Optimize that so that I can continue to do AFK work while in there. So let me go ahead and make the Amulet of Glory. That's why we went into all that work. We're going to be making our very first Amulet of Glory here nearly 1,000 hours into the playthrough. So that's going to involve, I think I can do that all here. I need Amulet Mold, wonder if you need the ball of wool to be able to string it. I kind of want to make like... How many dragon stones do I have? 17? I want to make like 10 of them. 6. I probably don't have room for the wool. That's okay. Oh, I used all my gold bars. That's fine. I've got gold ore that I can smelt. Do that. Let me head over to that other bank. Anyway, I would need 87 magic, which is a tall order. But I should be able to get it. I would have to... I guess Barrows is probably a good way to level magic, because it's effectively infinite runes. You keep getting the runes back that you're plugging into it. I'd also have to go through and alch all that stuff that I have banked for alching. Maybe I can find a time to make that make sense. Make sure I pull out the Goldsmith gauntlets here. Wouldn't want to not get full XP. So yeah, that might be the goal. Once we can get within boost range of 87 magic, so I think that's 83 magic. Currently, like halfway through 79. Once we get there, then probably through running Barrows, assuming we won't have a Darok set by then, I doubt it. I think the drop rate's just not on our side. That'll be the time that I'll bounce out and get one more level of crafting. To crafting the 77, get a spicy stew boost to make an onyx necklace, which is going to involve farming a bunch of money to get an onyx in the first place. I think our best shot of getting an onyx is just buying it from the shop down in the Fight Cave area. A 1 in 20,000 chance to steal it, and a 1 in 10,000 chance to get it from the Elven Crystal chest. Not a 1 in 1850 chance for it to drop from Zolcano. I probably have to run Zolcano to get the money to be able to buy it for the 300,000 Tokul. Or 260,000 Tokul, I guess, technically. Okay, so this should be enough gold bars. So we want 10 gold bars, 10 dragonstone, amulet mold, and one of these mushroom pies. I'm excited to finally be doing this. I've been thinking about this for a really long time. It's happening. Get those balls of wool. It's a lunar spell for stringing amulets, but I probably don't need that. About time. Jeez. I feel like an Amulet of Glory is like one of the first things you buy as a new player. If you have access to the Grand Exchange. You just skip so much when you do that. I'm out of bank space again? What the hell is it being burned on? Oh, potions. Golly. Well... shit. Okay, so I want to enchant all of these except for one, because I need one for the Elite Clue Scroll step. I really gotta find some things to get rid of here. I probably have some, like, old quest items that I can throw out. But the wise old man doesn't, like, offer to throw out most of these, so that's a little stressful. Alright, moment of truth, let's enchant these amulets. Stats on those things are fucking crazy. It's +3 prayer, +6 melee strength, +10 all attack, +3 all defense. I guess the Amulet of Strength is still better for Nightmare Zone, but basically just good at everything. It'll be good for running Barrows. Okay, there we go. It's done! I finally have an Amulet of Glory after all this time. Goodbye, Amulets of Power. Don't care about you at all. And I can use the teleports on these things, right? Okay, now I need to make space for this Dragonstone Amulet. I'm gonna burn through my main space-saving method of just throwing out the extra food that I'm sitting on. Most of these have a use, because the kebabs don't, but so I'll clear the potato with cheese until I replace it. Alright, I'm gonna gear up to finish up this clue step here. Oh, that's why I was having bank issues. I still had fillers. Alright, well, they're cleared now. I'm a goof. Should go ahead and charge all my Amulets of Glory. I forgot they needed charging when they get crafted. Edgeville, Karamja, Drainer, Al-Kharid. I like all of those options. There's the clue step. It was all worth it. It only took me like 10 hours of crafting leveling or something. I don't think it was 10 hours, but it was pretty long. Dip under the fairy ring. Probably going to have enemies to fight there. That's why we brought the quest cape. No enemies, okay. Sherlock, alright. Craft a green dragonhide body. Okay, well, thankfully, I have access to green dragons that are not in the wilderness. So I'm going to gear up to go fight them real quick. Grab my mythical cape. Would like to build a stash for these, because that's 3 bank spaces that I have to have reserved for that clue step. Kind of excited to have these easy green dragons. Would have helped with my prayer grinding earlier. They're like quite a bit lower level than the blue ones, right? Yeah, quite a bit. They're the lowest level dragons that drop dragon bones. So if I ever want to grind prayer again, I'll probably fight these guys. Oh yeah, because they just melt them now. So we'll see what their respawn timer looks like. That might complicate things a bit. Use my first glory teleport to get to Alcarid. Oh, I'm guessing that's why you want... There's like a diary that lets you use that agility shortcut right there. It's because you warp right next to it. So it's like Shantae Pass or the like. Let's earn our trust more fully before you start climbing through it. I love it. Earn our trust, and then you can climb through our windows. Okay. I'm guessing that's the hard desert diary, which is beating the Calphite Queen, which is hard. Skill challenge completed. Northeast of Shiloh Village. Okay. Can warp straight to Shiloh Village now, right? Come around your gloves 3. Say northeast Shiloh Village, not northeast of Shiloh Village. You know, whatever. It's fine. We did get the melee one. Guys are fun because they have a chance to have a very rare drop. It's interesting, I feel like the elite clue enemies are way less threatening than the hard clue enemies. They don't poison you, they don't use multiple attack styles. No, interesting. Another clue. Easy one. Every time I get one, I'm worried it's going to be one I can't do. Not a casket. Kill a crocodile. In a wild crocodile? Or even are? I don't think I've ever seen a crocodile. Maybe I have, maybe they're in the desert. There's a crocodile. You obtained a casket. Alright, let's see what it is. Better be good after going all that way to level crafting. It's probably not. This casket is worth 100,000 coins. Let's see. 353,000. 2 runite bars, death runes, a page. Let's see if it's a page that works with what I've already collected. Musketeer hat. It's pretty goofy. Wish I could sell those. I'm good. Don't need a mime show. Thank you. I don't know if that Armadillo page is one I already have, so I'm going to check that real quick. Should level my construction. That would save me a bunch of bank space. If I can make the thing that lets me hold more clue items, I could deposit like these gilded rune plate bodies things. Ah, it was a page I didn't have. Okay. Well, as far as pages go, I've got 2 of a bunch of them. Okay, so I think we're doing barrows. Gotta put some shit together here to make it make sense. Excuse me. Or Artie Cape is fallen by the wayside. Let me make sure that the Barrows chest can't drop any of the other kind of clue scrolls that I have banked. Barrows chest. Only elite clue scrolls. Should be fine. It was a really bad Barrows chest. I think that's the worst one I've ever gotten. The chest is worth about 5,742 coins. No runes. I actually didn't even realize it was possible. Jesus. Okay. That's a little bit better of a chest, but still not exciting. I'm probably not going to comment on every Barrows chest unless if it has an interesting item in it. I think I'm going to make some Barrows teleport tabs because I think I can. I can boost up to do it, but doing so requires mining dark essence blocks, which I don't know how those work, so I'm going to research that really quick. Chisel and a pickaxe. Oops. Use dense essence blocks in the dark altar located in the northern part of Arceus. Alright, they've all been converted into dark essence blocks, which I can now take to some building and turn them into teletabs. Oh shit, right, I need to bring a boost. There's the lectern. Stop back at the bank real quick. Alright, Barrows teletabs, here we go. Ugh, okay. Apparently I need to switch the Arceus spellbook to do it. Alright, here we go. And Barrows teleports, please. Well, the UI for that's pretty clean. Okay, that works. Runes are runes. Alright, I'm going to step away and take a short break. We come back, possibly more Barrows. I need to do some AFK stuff to get some work done. I don't know if I want to go right back into Nightmare Zone because I want to do Nightmare Zone once we have like either the Obsidian set or the Durox set. It's probably I'm gonna have to end up doing it without either of those things at some point, but try to delay as long as possible. So I might try to do some other like activity that's AFK-ish, like training, smithing, or getting crafting up a little bit more. I can get crafting to 77, which is one more level, then we can boost to make an onyx necklace. But then we have to get magic up quite a bit, to like 83, I think, to get in boost range. We might be able to do 82. I think there's a stew you can use that boosts magic by up to 5, but I have to figure that out. It would be a one-time thing just to cast the enchant spell one time. Alright, I'll see you in a few seconds. Hey, good morning. Barrows has been really slow lately, so I think I'm going to try to gain some magic XP in the interest of working towards that Berserker necklace by finally alching all of my banked bracelets. It's 4,096 plus these bracelets. It's going to take a while. So I'm going to start working on that. Maybe we'll do Barrows afterward. We'll see. But yeah, I guess if I finish getting to the magic level that I need, then I will get crafting up one more level so that we can make the Onyx Necklace, and then we should have the magic level to be able to boost and enchant it. I just want to make Nightmare Zone efficient. That's all I'm out to do. So I'm working on that now. Oh, actually, Tears of Guthix is available, so I guess I'll go do that real fast, and then we'll come back and do this. Because before I do Tears of Guthix, I think you get more XP the higher level you are when you start it, so I'm going to go finish off. I'm really close to a level up. I guess I'll just go to Lunar Isle and make some Astral Runes. Easy enough run. Runecraft 65, and I think in order to keep Runecraft as my lowest skill, I actually have to level fishing a little bit, which is stupid. I didn't realize I got it that close last time. 449, 785. Oh wait, no, we're just barely safe. 449, 785. 449, 771. Runecraft is just barely going to get the XP, but next week I'll have to do that. I have to start leveling fire making soon. Okay. Alright, here we go real quick with Tears of Guthix, and then go do something else. Did a different strategy this time, and it was not effective. I was trying to always take the one that was about to disappear in case I got replaced with the full one. Only got 167. It's not great. Still could be worse, though. Alright, so we're going to make sure I level fishing next week. Let's go do... I gotta buy nature runes in order to be able to do this. So, do that in Rythenus. Gotta calculate how many I need to buy first. Alright, and so begins the miserable process of alching, like, almost 5,000 items. I am going to... Let's see here. Okay, so first of all, I wanted to point out that, like, having access to Rythenus is really convenient for this. There's a rune shop close to the bank that is always at full stock. I don't think any bots would bother depleting this store of its stock because it's so frustrating to get to. And the price that I pay for nature runes here is extremely similar to what I would pay on the Grand Exchange. It's like 223.7 gold per rune. The Grand Exchange is like 215 per rune, so I'm not paying that big of a premium to not break the 10-mana rules. I did turn off mouse keys at some point for different games, so I have to enable that again really fast. I'll clear out the screen, and then I'm just going to be tapping the 5 key for several hours. It's going to be awesome. Ran out of nature runes, but have made a decent amount of money here, so I'm going to spend that money on nature runes. There's Magic 80. I'm just over here mashing the click button. Missed the message. Let's see. It says 3,180 more casts in order to get to 81, which is going to happen because I have 3,257 bracelets. Then we need to get to 83 after that. Possibly 82. I think I can maybe use a spicy stew to get to 87 to cast this enchant spell. And that's probably going to happen from Barrows. I'll just think of Barrows as a source of magic XP. Less miserable source of magic XP than mashing high-level alchemy. How much time is this equal? 3 hours of clicking this. Alright, I'm going to take a break. I still have 1,250 bracelets to go for. I think I'm going to go hard on making this Onyx necklace, Berserker necklace. Because that'll let me get back into Nightmare Zone right away. It is much more reasonable to work toward than trying to get the Darok set. That would take too long. Barrows is mind-numbing for me, at least. It requires just a little bit too much attention for the reward that it provides. So I'll be back in a bit. We'll finish off these bracelets, and I'll find some way to get to 82 magic. Maybe Barrows, but possibly doing smithing, like doing enough gold ore into bars to get enough bracelets to get the last level. See ya. And I'm back. We're gonna finish up these high alks. There's Magic 81. All from alking. Wind Surge. Neat. We need one more to finish off these remaining 77 bracelets. Whew, it took a really long time. Okay. All almost 5,000 bracelets from the smithing grind have been alked. Gone from my bank. I can clear the placeholder. So I got a couple ways that I could finish getting 82. I could smith 3,500 gold bars and then craft all 3,500 gold bars into bracelets and then alk all of those. I could also try doing pseudo AFK Nightmare Zone. basically taking the normal characters or normal enemies, bosses that I bring into Nightmare Zone and including Chronozon, and then just paying enough attention to manually kill Chronozon whenever it spawns. Given that that's free runes, I might want to give that a try. I could probably get some editing work done during that. We will see, though, because I need to take a break, come back later. Maybe we'll go into Nightmare Zone, see how that works out. If the XP rate's pretty good, we'll stick with that. Otherwise, we'll do the goldsmithing solution, because I have to buy quite a bit. It's like 3,000 gold ore. Just the act of buying it would take a long time. The act of smithing it would take a long time. The act of turning into bracelets would take a long time. It would be ugly. So I'll see you in a bit. Good morning. I'm going to go try this Nightmare Zone magic grinding thing. If it doesn't work out, we'll switch to something else. Oh, shit. I forgot to include Chronozon. So that was 12,000 gold wasted. Oops. I think you only get XP for the cast in here. You don't get the usual like automatic spell XP that comes along with spending XP on runes, which makes sense. That makes this not super effective. It's 20k an hour, so I will probably bail and do something else, but I'm going to try to get some work done while I'm in here. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say that 20k an hour for your runes or not is not worth it. Especially since it's consuming charge on my Ivan staff. And I can go refill that pretty easily, but still, you know. So I'll probably finish up a couple overloads here, do whatever work I'm working on, pop out and recharge the staff, and then I think we'll go ahead and do gold ore. It's not all bad, because I need to get one more level of crafting anyway. So something that produces smithing XP, which I'm going to need for diaries anyway, and crafting XP, which I'm going to need for the Berserker necklace anyway, and magic XP, which is the ultimate goal. It's not that bad. Alright, just now finished my work, so I'm going to go ahead and see if I can burn through this last overload potion, and then we'll get out of here and go do smithing plus crafting plus high alching. Not going to be great, but if I want this Berserker necklace, it's the thing to do. Oh, and we'll recharge the Ivan staff along the way, of course. There's time. Okay. I mean, 33k magic XP basically for free isn't bad, but it also took like an hour and a half, or almost 2 hours actually. Alright, so I'm going to take a short break and get back. I'm going to do smithing plus crafting plus alching, which is probably going to take me a couple days this week. Let me check the calculation real quick. High alks at 52, 2,999. I saved myself quite a few of them, but still. You get from just spam teleport. But it doesn't create any value like high level alk does. No, I'll count on just doing 3,000, that's fine. Alright, I'll be back in a few secs. Hey folks, okay. Let's go do buying ore. It's not gonna be fun, but let's get it over with. Let's do it. There's smithing 72. I do need to get smithing to like 83 or something stupid for the Lumberge Elite Diary. It is something that I kind of want to do to not have to have the Drahman staff anymore. Adamant maces and crystal legs. Okay. It's now easier to make adamant bolts too, which will be nice. 73 smithing. This is bad. If I decide to level smithing higher, like to do the Lumbridge Elite Diary, I'm gonna have to go figure out how Blast Furnace works. I keep putting it off because it costs money, but like I feel like the money I could be earning by running Zalcano instead of doing this would offset that. I'm sure you've all been screaming that at your screens this whole time. Adamant crossbow bolts. Nice. That's the important one, because that means that we can make like ruby plate or ruby bolts now without having to boost into them. Saves a lot of hassle. It just occurred to me this whole time I forgot to put on the Varrock chest piece, which could have sped up smelting just a teensy bit. It's not that big of a boost, so I feel like I probably would have saved myself like maybe 10 minutes integrated over this whole experience, but still. I'll grab it on my way back. Okay, as predicted, that took me all morning. I literally have to sign off to get ready for stream. Timing was basically perfect, though. I now have 2,916 banked golden bracelets, and I need 2,909 casts of high-level alchemy to be able to hit 82 magic. Got us a good chunk of the way to 77 crafting, which I'm going to need for this Berserker necklace. I think I'm going to knock out 82 magic first, and then we'll do Molten Glass for 77 crafting, and then I'll use Stews to boost to make the Berserker necklace, and then we'll go do Nightmare Zone again. What? How close are we? 995 hours. It'll be appropriate to reach hour 1000 doing something long, slow, skilly, and grindy, rather than like a hype boss or something, right? But I'm going to leave to get ready for stream. When we come back, I'm going to press left click several thousand times to get high alchemy up there. Get up to 82 magic. Then we'll hit 77 crafting. We'll make the Berserker necklace. We'll go into Nightmare Zone. It's going to be great. See ya. Hey, there was no commentary there because I was rendering a video from stream all night. It took 12 hours. But I figured you've seen me alch before. I'm going to finish alching these last 250 or so bracelets. That should hit 82 magic. Then I need to get one more level of crafting. And then I need to farm like 4 million gold from Zalcano to be able to afford the Tokul in order to get the obsidian sword and the onyx that we need to make the Berserker necklace. So that's going to take a while. I guess I'll pop in if we do anything cool. There it is, a little delayed in my report, but 82 magic. Whew, that was a lot of work. I'm going to finish off these 8 bracelets and then we'll go do crafting. Alright, that's 3,000 gold ores turned into bars, turned into bracelets, and alched over several hours. Let's go figure out how much glass I need. Ooh. I think I just need to do the calculation. So it's 1475581 minus 1412066 divided by 65. 977, and I already have some banked, so I already got a decent chunk banked. Right on. We'll get my 100 buckets from Bert, and then we'll go to Fishing Trawler and buy the rest of them there. Alright, I've got all the materials. I need to figure out now how many Astro Runes I'm going to need. This is a smaller run because we got a good amount of crafting XP for making those bracelets. 650 divided by 13 times 2. Only 100. Okay, I don't think I need to do any rune crafting then. I do need to get the the spellbook, though, so I'm going to go do that real fast. So another advantage to 82 magic is that I can now cast Magic Imbue, which lets me make combination runes without needing a talisman. And with the Tin Man rules, it's really hard to do combination rules because I can't buy talismans. So I might want to consider doing lava rune crafting instead of the library. At least give it a try. I do need to... If I want the Lumbridge Elite Diary, I have to get runecraft to like 77 or something crazy like that. At least like 75, I think that's around where I can reliably boost to it. But I'm not going to worry about that until I get the smithing requirement, which is I think we need 88 smithing, so 83 to get in boost range, which is going to be like multiple tens of thousands of gold. Maybe if I do enough Zolcano farming, I'll be able to afford to do that. It sounds pretty miserable. Alright, I've got all of my molten glass, so now it's time to glass blow it. Let's see. Yep, let's go ahead and knock out 77 crafting. Now, I'm glad I went for that Amulet of Glory for the stupid elite clue scroll that happened to drop from the Barrows chest, because it got me to within striking range of this Berserker necklace, otherwise I don't think I would have bothered with this. Seems like the Berserker necklace is going to make a pretty big difference in the efficiency of Nightmare Zone. Crafting 77. Alright, the new thing is we need a shitload of money now. A shitload of money. 4 million gold? I can see what I can make from stuff that I've already gathered. I'm already sitting on a decent bank of resources here. Well, not that decent of a bank. I could also try stealing it. It's a 1 in 20,000 chance, but I may as well spend a little bit of time on it, and I can always use the resources I would get from attempting to steal it. I'm going to give that a try. Let's go ahead and switch back the spellbooks. I guess every time I go to switch spellbooks, I may as well make some more Astral Runes, because I do end up using them. So we'll do that, switch spellbooks. I might go to the gem stall and see if I can steal an Onyx. I'm not going to spend more than like 30 minutes to an hour on it, but and then we'll go to Zolcano for a long time until we have enough money to buy the Tilcool, to get the Obby Sword, and an Onyx. Oh, I guess the gem stall you can steal from is in the inner section near the Inferno. Didn't know that. So I needed to do the Inferno Cape to have a chance of getting it. It's kind of neat. Oh, it's already cut gem. Right on. Oh, it's a pretty long respawn time, isn't it? How long are we talking here? Long enough that world hopping makes sense, it looks like? Definitely long enough that world hopping makes sense. Well, I might try to get... I'm pretty close to 76 thieving. I might try to go for that. Whoa. That's not good. Gotta be careful about getting detected, apparently. Sometimes it's uncut. Okay. This next steal should get me to 76. 76 thieving. Very cool. I'll do this for a bit. Can always use more gems. The hop time's not the worst. So, I just looked over. Did not realize that the live split timer shits the bed when it goes over 1,000 hours. Also, yay! 1,000 hours played in 3 minutes, apparently. Over here, fishing for a 1 in 20,000 drop. How appropriate. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. Pretty goofy. I don't have any other games where I come anywhere near 1,000 hours. Oh, that's ugly. I gotta do it that way, don't I? Then I have to change it every time I load RuneScape now. Ooh. Well, we'll do that for now, but I'm gonna have to find a more permanent solution later. Yikes. Alright, no lucky Onyx, but we did get a good number of regular gems. I do want to have a good chunk of those banked. Yeah, because I'm going to be making more ruby bolts and diamond bolts at some point, I assume. Let's go do Zolcano for a bit, and then I'm going to go sell some of the things I get from Zolcano and see what the money situation's looking like. I really need to find a permanent solution to the hours played counter. Maybe I can just, like, paste a number 1 in front of the zeros, since it's not going to change for a very long time. That might be what I end up doing, as silly as that is. I don't want to have to be manually changing the live split timer whenever I switch between recording RuneScape and doing stuff live. So I have a chance at an Onyx. It's actually lower than the chance to get the pet. So it's kind of wild that I got the pet so quickly. I almost never use that thing either. So she just like pushed me back into red crap on the ground. I didn't think that was something she could do. Did a ton of damage to me there. Oh, damn, I've been off mute for a really long time. Hopefully I wasn't typing or coughing or belching or anything like that. Alright, I'm gonna go see how much money I can get from the grinding I've already put in. Okay, so I'm a little short of halfway there. I might see if I can recoup some money from seeds that I'm not interested in planting. I know I did a bit of that earlier, just keeping in mind that I can always buy them back later if I decide that I really want to use them. So I'm going to pop out to the farming guild and see what my options are there. I'm sure my cats are suddenly acting like I'm supposed to feed them. They got fed. It's like 11 in the morning and they don't eat until 5. They already had their breakfast. Okay, I decided to sell 4 Torstal seeds and 5 Dragon Fruit Tree seeds. I can always buy them back later if I decide I really need them for skilling something else. But I'm going to go start buying the Chaos Runes that I need for this while I wait for those to sell. Alright, time to manually sell 29,000 Chaos Runes for Tokul. That should be enough to buy a single uncut Onyx, which I can use to make the Berserker Necklace. But the Berserker Necklace is pointless without an Onyx or Obsidian weapon. So after making the necklace and enchanting it, I'll then have to do some work to... Yes, Smarty, can I help you? I'll have to do some work to grind up to get the Tokul necessary for the Obby's sword. But I figured I'd do the big grind first, so it's easier to psychologically process the little grind. Alright, I got enough. I can buy this Onyx now. Okay, so I'm going to cut this Onyx. I might go see if I can squeeze out just a little bit more money to be able to buy the sword as well. I'd like to do all of this in one fell swoop if I can. Razor Sharp Sword of Obsidian. I think that's the one we want, but I'm just going to triple check really quick. Tox Zilak. That's the one. Okay, done. Now I just need to get a bunch of spicy stews and fish for that +5 crafting bonus to make the necklace, which is not going to be fun. I already have 2 full orange spice things, so I'll give those a try before I go farming for more. Alright, first boost attempt, let's see. It's a -2 crafting, nope. +5 fire making, that's neat. Oh, there it is, oh shit. Awesome, that was easy. I didn't have to get any more orange spicy stews. Cool, well there's the onyx necklace. Let's bank that and come back to it. Get rid of these spice shakers, that's cool. Alright, now I have to boost 5 levels of magic, which should be a little bit easier because I can do it directly outside of, what do you call it, Castle Wars, Clan Wars. So I don't need to have all this other stuff on me. But all of that's going to involve me getting a different kind of stew, so let me go do that. Alright, got my 9 things of red spice. I'm gonna grab a dueling ring and the necklace. I need to figure out what all goes into enchant level 6. I think it's Cosmic, 20 Earth, 20 Fire. Just need to have the level to cast it. And just confirming it's level 87, my mage level is 82, so I can boost to it. And then we're going to take all of these stews. I'm just going to sit at that entrance and fish for it. Be the first thing that I've boosted for that I can actually do from the Clan Wars portal that doesn't require me to be at a specific, like, crafting node. -5. That, but with a better coin flip, please. +1, +3, +3, +1. I'm gonna have to get more stew, aren't I? Maybe we'll look out. 5 is a tough one to fish for. -4. But regardless of whether I get it now, I'm gonna have to take a break after this. Prep for stream, take a shower, that sort of thing. -5. Just give me that, but with a coin flip at the beginning. +2. +4. Shit, so close. We get 2 more chances. Probably gonna have to go get more spice. -2. Last try. Nope, -1. Alright, well I'll come back. I'll get another 9 spice containers and we'll try again. I don't think it's worth getting a whole nother level of magic just so I can use one of those fancy potions. Well, that would make things easier. Hey, good morning. Did all that work yesterday and didn't actually get to enjoy any of the fruits of my labor, so hopefully we do that today. I'm going to go get some more red spices to hopefully boost up to be able to cast enchant in this necklace. Alright, I got more spices. Let's see if 9 more rolls gets me a +5. I got 2 -5s last time. That is +1. That is -3. Nope. Watch this take like a really long time. I think on average I should get it in 9 containers, but +5, there it is. Enchant. Nice. Berserker necklace. Whew. Very cool. Oh, that was a lot of work for that thing. Alright, now I'm going to go in the Nightmare Zone and see what the difference is. I'm going to start doing a normal rumble. I think eventually, if I get comfortable with it, I'm going to try to stick to hard rumbles, but probably just do a normal rumble for now. I'm just going to dump this red spice 3. It's not worth it. Alright, look at this Nightmare Zone melee setup. We got our Obsidian Sword, Dragon Defender, Berserker Ring, Barrow's Gloves, the Obsidian Set, which now I'm glad I got the whole thing. Before I was feeling bad because I didn't really need the helmet, because the helmet makes not much better, but now it's relevant. Berserker Necklace, Fire Cape, Rada's Blessing. The only way I can upgrade this, I could do Theater of Blood to upgrade the Dragon Defender. Not going to happen. I could get Slayer up quite a bit in order to upgrade the boots. I think it's like Slayer 85. So that's feasible, but right now Slayer is like 69, so not anytime soon. And then the Barrow's Gloves, I need like Slayer 95 to get the Alchemical Hydra, so that's not happening. But let's do a run with this. I might think about what I can do to upgrade the boots, do a little bit more research and try to farm for that, even though it's a small upgrade. I kind of just want to see what the difference is now. Oh shit, apparently I ran out of money. Oh crap, it looks like I forgot to uncheck Chrono's on. You just manually fight him, I guess. I'm just gonna back out in a second and turn off Chrono's on. It's a goofy mistake. Alright, let's try this again with the right enemies this time. Okay, so like right out the gate, the XP per hour was in like the 94k plus. It seems to be settling to like 84, 85k. But that is still an enormous improvement over the original XP rate before I left to go gear up for this. When we originally left, it was like 55k an hour in Nightmare Zone normal. This actually makes me curious. We saw a pretty big performance boost going from normal mode to hard mode. So I might do a little bit of AFK normal mode here, get some work done, pop out and see how hard mode goes with a locator orb and a small amount of attention paid. We know that hard mode, even with like suboptimal attention, still more than pays for itself in points earned. Like you can definitely pay for the potions that bring you in there a lot more easily. Yeah, 82k is a much larger number per hour than 55k. Still going to take a really long time to get a strength level up, but really glad we went to all this trouble. Alright, I think this is a good test. We definitely show that this is better than my old gear setup by quite a bit. I think that theoretically, normal Nightmare Zone taps out at like 75k, just based on the hit points of the mobs, like, because your first max hit, unless if you one-shot every enemy, is always going to be less than your next hit, because they have less health. So we'll try doing hard when I come back, but I'm going to take a quick break. Pretty excited for this so far. Okay, it's got Bandos chests. Maybe that's not Bandos chests. Dragon boots. No fire cape. Feels good. Hey folks, Future Marstead. That was an episode. I know not a lot of interesting stuff happened there. I can't promise a fun first experience with a boss fight in every episode. I think there are going to be a couple more of these that are just a lot of grinding. And to that effect, next week's episode is going to be an experiment because next week's episode contains about 184 hours of almost dead silent Nightmare Zone AFK content. There's also some Slayer and some Barrows and other neat stuff in there, but I'm going to find out if I can fit 184 hours into a single episode, figure out how long it takes for me to edit, what it actually is going to look like. So I have no idea if that's actually going to work. It might involve my first time ever actually making cuts, or I might just fast forward it so much that it's indistinguishable from cuts. So we'll figure out how it's going to work. Stay tuned for next week. It's going to be pretty boring, but maybe if I get the fast forward high enough, you can get the dopamine hit of level after level after level in a bunch of combat stats. Thanks for watching. I'm still working on that video essay. I think having a rough draft around June and maybe getting something published in July or August is still going to be on track. See ya.